Let's face it, money is something everyone talks about, but few people really understand. We scroll past videos of luxury cars, million-dollar homes, and influencers who made it. But deep down, most young adults are stressed out about bills, debts, and their future. So here's the hard truth. 98 out of 100 people will never build real financial freedom. Not because they're lazy. Not because they're not smart. But because they keep making the same money mistakes over and over again. And the 2%, they do things differently. They plan, they learn, they act, even when it's hard. In this video, we'll break down the 4 biggest financial mistakes young adults make. Overspending. Not saving for emergencies. Ignoring retirement. Getting trapped in high-interest debt. Plus, I'll give you simple, no BS solutions you can start using today. Whether you're just starting your first job, building your hustle, or trying to fix your money mess, this is for you. So grab a pen, take some notes, and let's talk about why 2% succeed, and how you can too. Let's start with the most common trap, overspending. You've probably heard this before, right? Don't spend more than you earn. But it's not that simple anymore. The problem? We live in a world where everything is designed to make us spend. One click, one tap, one scroll, and boom, you're broke. Why we overspend? Social media pressure. You see your friends at brunch, on vacation, in designer clothes. You feel like you have to keep up, even if it means buying stuff you don't need with money you don't have. Instant gratification, that dopamine hit when your order is on the way. Addictive. Lack of awareness. Most people don't even know where their money goes. You ask them, "What's your monthly spending?" and they can't answer. The solution. A simple system. The 50/30/20 rule. 50% of your income goes to needs, rent, food, transport. 30% goes to wants, Netflix, outings, clothes. 20% goes to savings or paying off debt. It's not about cutting everything out, it's about knowing your limits. Budgeting tip. Try the cash envelope method for wants. Withdraw your monthly fun money in cash, and when it's gone, it's gone. No cheating. Real talk. Overspending is like leaking water into your boat. You won't notice at first, until you start sinking. Quick wins. Unsubscribe from marketing emails. Delete shopping apps off your phone. Create a weekly spending tracker, Google Sheets, or free apps like Good Budget or Inab. Real-life example. Rins, 25, had a decent job but never saved. One month she tracked every expense and realized she was spending $250 per month on food delivery alone. She cut it in half, started cooking, and saved $1,500 in just 6 months. Challenge for you. Write down everything you spend this week. No filters. At the end, ask yourself, did I need it? Did it add value to my life? Could I have done without it? Your future self is watching. Every pound, dollar, or euro you overspend today is a delay to your freedom tomorrow. You can't become the 2% if your wallet leaks every month. Take control. Every great fortune starts with small, smart choices. Let me ask you something. What would happen if you lost your job today? Or if your phone, your laptop, or your car broke down tomorrow? Would you reach for your credit card? Would you borrow from a friend? Or would you calmly pull from your emergency fund and move on? That's the power of an emergency fund. What is it really? An emergency fund is money you set aside, just for life's oh no moments. It's not for shopping, not for birthdays, not for that concert next month. It's for when life punches you in the gut. It's your financial airbag. Why it matters? Most young adults live paycheck to paycheck. They have no cushion, no backup. So when life happens, and it will, they fall apart. One emergency becomes credit card debt. Then stress. Then more mistakes. But the 2%. They prepare before the storm hits. How much should you have? Start with a small goal, just $100, then $200, then 1 full month of living expenses. Eventually, aim for 3 to 6 months of expenses. If your monthly cost of living is $300, your goal is $900 to $1,800. That sounds big, but you don't need to build it all at once. Small savings add up. Where should you keep it? Not in your regular bank account where you'll be tempted to spend it. Not under your bed either. Use a separate high-interest savings account, a money market fund, a digital savings platform like PiggyVest, Cowrywise, or Chime, depending on your country. Keep it accessible but not easy to touch. The biggest mistake people make. They think a credit card is an emergency fund. It's not. It's a trap. Why? Because that solution charges you 25% to 30% interest. Now your emergency just became a long-term headache. Remember, if you borrow to solve every crisis, you're building debt, not wealth. How to start, even if you're broke. Let's say you earn $100 a month. Can you spare just $5 a month? That's $60 in a year. Cut a few subscriptions. Skip eating out once a week. Sell something you don't use. Even $1 a week is a start. The key is to begin. Simple plan, the automatic rule. Set up an automatic transfer. Every payday, move a set amount to your emergency fund. Make it automatic so you don't even think about it. It's called paying yourself first. True story. Donald was a freelance photographer. During COVID-19, work stopped for 3 months. Most of his friends were begging or taking loans. But he had built an emergency fund of $200. He survived, paid his rent, and bounced back stronger. Why? Because he planned ahead. Mini challenge for viewers. Right now, open a savings account just for emergencies. Even if you can only deposit $2 today, do it. Write the title, Emergency Fund, My Freedom Account. That name will remind you why it matters. Extra tip: the emergency ladder. Break your fund into levels. 1. $10 for small fixes, transport, small medical. 2. $50 for bigger hits, repairs, job gaps. 3. $100 plus, full month survival. 4. 3 to 6 months, full security. Every time you hit a level, celebrate it. Don't wait until you're rich to feel secure. You build security, one saved naira at a time. If you don't have an emergency fund, you're one crisis away from starting over. But when you have one, you move differently. You sleep better. You stop panicking. Be like the 2%. They don't wait for life to teach them, they prepare. Don't save what's left after spending. Spend what's left after saving. Let's talk about the future. Not 5 months from now, but 40 years from now. Will you still be working in your 60s and 70s, just to survive? Or will you be living free, doing what you love, with money working for you? That future depends on what you do right now. Because here's the truth. Retirement savings isn't just for old people. It's the number one thing most young people ignore, and later regret. Why retirement feels so far away. Most young adults think, I have time. I'll save when I earn more. I'm just trying to survive now. But the truth is, every year you delay, you lose thousands. Let me show you why. The magic of compound interest, explained simply. Let's say Rena and Donald both want to retire with $50,000. Ada starts saving $20/month at age 25. Bayo starts saving the same amount, but waits until 35. Even though Donald saves for 30 years, Ada only saves for 20 years and still ends up with more money.
Why?
Compound interest. It's when your money earns money, and then that money earns more money. It's the most powerful financial force on earth. The earlier you start, the easier it becomes. How much should you save? A good rule. Save at least 10% to 15% of your monthly income into a retirement account. If you earn $150 per month, that's $15 to $25. Start small if you have to. Even $5 per month is better than $0. Where should you save? Depending on your location. If you're employed, use your employer's pension scheme or 401k plan. Check if they offer matching contributions. That's free money. If you're self-employed or a freelancer, use a personal retirement account like a Roth IRA, RSA, or mutual fund. Look into index funds or retirement-focused savings platforms, e.g., ARM Pension, Voya, Fidelity, Cowrywise, or PiggyVest FlexDollar. The key: make it automatic. Schedule it. Forget about it. Why most people fail. 1. They wait too long. 2. They don't trust investment platforms. 3. They think they need a lot to start. But you don't need millions. You just need consistency and time. A powerful story. Isabella, 28, started saving $10 per month in a retirement fund that earned 10% yearly interest. By 60, if she never increases that amount, she'll have over $20,000. Just from slow, steady effort. But her colleague, James, started at 45. Even though he saved double each month, he'll end up with less. Time is the secret ingredient. The earlier you start, the less you have to save. Overcoming fear of investing. Scared you'll lose your money? That's fair. Here's what to do. Start with low-risk options like mutual funds or government-backed pension plans. Avoid get-rich-quick schemes. Don't put all your money in crypto, forex, or sure platforms. Build stability first. Simple steps to start today. 1. Choose a trusted pension or investment platform. 2. Set up an account and choose automatic monthly contributions. 3. Start with any amount. Even $1 per month is fine. 4. Let it grow. Don't touch it. 5. Revisit and increase contributions as your income grows. Mini challenge for viewers. By the end of today, do one of these. Open a retirement savings account. Research 2 trusted platforms in your country. Commit to saving just 5% of your next paycheck for your future. Every month you delay is a month you'll regret later. But every naira you invest in your future self is a gift they will thank you for. Closing words for this chapter. Retirement is not about old age. It's about freedom. Starting now means you get to choose how your story ends. Don't be part of the 98% who wake up one day and say, "I wish I had started earlier." Let's talk about the biggest silent killer of wealth. High-interest debt. You know the type: credit cards, payday loans, buy now, pay later apps, online borrowing apps with crazy interest rates. On the outside, it looks like a solution. But underneath, it's a slow financial death. The real problem with debt. Debt is not always evil. But high-interest debt is like planting seeds in the wrong soil. Nothing good grows. Imagine borrowing $50 at 30% annual interest. If you miss payments or just pay minimums, that $50 can turn into $80, $100, or worse. And it grows silently. Every week. Every month. Until you're working just to pay interest. Why young people fall into debt traps. 1. Instant gratification. I'll pay later. 2. Peer pressure. Everyone's buying iPhones, traveling, living large. 3. Lack of information. You don't know how much it's really costing you. 4. Desperation. No savings, no backup plan, and an urgent need leads to bad borrowing. Good debt versus bad debt. Not all debt is equal. Good debt. A student loan with low interest that increases your earning power. A business loan that creates cash flow. A mortgage for a home you can afford. Bad debt. Buying gadgets or clothes on credit. Borrowing to fund luxury lifestyles. Payday loans with 20% plus monthly interest. Maxed out credit cards. Rule of thumb. If it doesn't grow your income, it's probably bad debt. The debt spiral and how to break it. Here's how it usually goes. You borrow a little. You miss a payment. You get charged interest. You borrow more to cover it. And now you're stuck. Let's break that cycle. 2 powerful debt repayment methods. 1. The snowball method. List all your debts from smallest to largest. Pay minimums on all except the smallest one. Throw all extra money at that smallest one. Once it's gone, move to the next one. Why it works. Quick wins build momentum. 2. The avalanche method. List debts from highest interest rate to lowest. Pay off the highest interest one first. Why it works. Saves the most money over time. Choose the one that motivates you most. Negotiate your debt. Yes, you can actually talk to your lender. Say things like, "Can I get a lower interest rate? Can I restructure this into a payment plan? Is there a one-time settlement offer?" Most lenders would rather recover some money than none. Pro tip. Never ignore lenders. Always communicate. What to avoid. Don't use one loan to pay another. That's a trap. Don't borrow to impress. They forget your outfit, you keep the debt. Don't rely on credit for emergencies. That's why you need an emergency fund. Freedom from debt equals peace of mind. Imagine waking up with no bills hanging over your head. No calls from loan apps. No shame. No stress. That's possible, and it starts with one step. Mini challenge for viewers. Take 15 minutes today to write down every debt you have, amount, interest rate, monthly payment. Pick a method, snowball or avalanche. Make a plan to pay off one debt this month, no matter how small. Narrator, calm but firm. Debt doesn't just take your money, it steals your peace. And the longer you carry it, the heavier it gets. The 2% don't avoid this conversation. They face it. They fix it. So take a breath. Face the numbers. Start digging your way out. One payment at a time. No matter how deep the hole is, you can climb out. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Kill the debt before it kills your dreams. Now you've seen the common mistakes: overspending, no emergency fund, ignoring retirement, and piling up debt. But what separates the 2% who succeed from the 98% who don't? Is not just what they do. It's how they think. Welcome to the most important part of this video. Mindset. The 2% think differently. Let me give it to you straight. 98% want quick results. 2% want long-term growth. 98% complain about money. 2% learn how money works. 98% wish for success. 2% work consistently for it. Your brain is your first investment. Lesson 1. Delay gratification. The 2% no one's secret. If you can delay pleasure now, you gain freedom later. That means skipping the latest phone, living in a cheaper apartment, driving an older car, saying "not now" to instant wants. Every time you delay a want, you buy yourself a better future. Try this. Next time you feel tempted to buy something, pause for 24 hours. You'll be surprised how often the desire fades. Lesson 2. Learn daily. Feed your mind. The 2% read books, listen to podcasts, watch educational YouTube videos. They study money, mindset, and successful people. You don't need to go to business school. Just build a personal university from your phone. Start with Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas Stanley. Free YouTube channels like Graham Stephan, Ali Abdul, or The Financial Diet. 30 minutes a day equals 180 hours a year. That's enough to master any financial topic. Lesson 3. Use habits, not motivation. Motivation fades. Habits win. The 2% don't rely on feeling like it. They create routines. Example habits. Every Sunday, review your expenses. Every payday, send 10% to savings before spending. Every morning, listen to one money podcast. Every month, set one financial goal. Success is a system, not a surprise. Lesson 4. Track progress like a scientist. You can't grow what you don't measure. The 2% track income, savings, investments, net worth. They use spreadsheets, budgeting apps, or just pen and paper. It's not about being fancy, it's about being clear. When you see your growth, you stay motivated. When you spot mistakes, you fix them early. Track equals power. Lesson 5. Protect your environment. Show me your friends, I'll show you your future. If you hang around spenders, complainers, and excuse makers, you'll stay broke. But if you surround yourself with savers, doers, and dreamers, you'll rise faster. Audit your circle. Follow smart creators online. Join money-saving communities. Avoid people who shame you for being financially wise. Lesson 6. Think long-term. The 98% think in days and weekends. The 2% think in years and decades. They ask, what will this decision mean in 5 years? Will this help or hurt my future self? Is this urgent or important? Big success is built on boring daily decisions. Saving $5 a day sounds small, until it becomes $1,800 a year. Investing early looks slow, until it becomes millions. Long-term thinking is your superpower. Real-life transformation story. Blessing was a 26-year-old hairstylist earning $70 a month. She had no savings, was always in debt, and felt stuck. Then she stumbled on a personal finance YouTube channel. She started tracking her expenses, reading one money book a month, and saving 15% of her income. In 2 years, she had no debt, $300 saved, and was opening her own salon. She didn't win a lottery. She just changed her mindset. You can too. Mini challenge for viewers. Write this on a sticky note. I am building the 2% mindset. Stick it on your mirror, your wallet, or your phone screen. Then do one habit every day for the next 30 days. Track one expense. Read one financial tip. Save $500. Say no to one impulse purchase. Tiny steps become big changes. You don't need more money to start. You need a new mindset. A mindset that says, I can learn. I can grow. I can win with money. Success isn't luck. It's discipline plus time plus belief. Be among the 2%. Your mind is your most valuable asset. Protect it. Sharpen it. Use it.